このペアリングにしてよかった。
この指輪がお好きなのですか？
I changed the setup in my room and I can actually lay down, shoot videos. Let me know if you guys like the setup. If not, I'll do different setup. But I do want to talk about not just one, but two anime. So like, I'm gonna be honest, there's like a lot of good romance anime dropping this season. We already got Elias, Sometimes Highs Are Feeling in Russian, which is really, really good. One of my favorites I've been looking forward to. Made a video on it a few days ago. But like, we genuinely got like a lot of good romance. And if romance isn't for you, then I highly recommend you actually change your mind this season, because there's a lot of good ones. For example, we got Days with My Stepsister. Yeah, I know, another stepsister show. Don't ask me. We got Achi, Memories from You. We got freaking My Robot Has No Emotion, Pseudo, Harem. Those are the few that I can name off the top of my head. But like, the ones I really want to talk about today is Pseudo, Harem, and My Robot Has No Emotion, because I genuinely am kind of surprised by those two shows. Like, I remember getting the book My Wife Has No Emotion for my sister as Christmas present. Like, I gave her a few of the volumes for it, because like, she's a pretty big fan of Kimi no Todoke. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna give her something similar. And yeah, I gave it to her. She actually liked it. She didn't really know this was actually having a show, but I watched the first 2 episodes, and I gotta say, it's pretty sad. Not sad in the sense like that the show sucks, but it's sad for like our main character. The fact that he doesn't really have anyone to love, and like, he turns his housewife robot into like an actual wife. He tells the robot, look, I want you to be my wife. And the robot's like, okay, I'll be your wife. And the main dude's like, wait, what, huh? Like, huh? You're gonna be my wife? And she's like, yes, I am programmed to do whatever. I am programmed to serve you. And it's pretty interesting. I gotta say, it's kind of like Run a Girlfriend. It's like, what if Kazuya, instead of getting a girlfriend, he literally dated a robot? That's pretty much what I compare this series to. But in fact, it's a bit better than Run a Girlfriend, to be honest. Like, look, I'm gonna be honest, I do like Run a Girlfriend. It's trash, but I enjoy it. But this show, it's really nice. It's really wholesome. The fact that this robot is trying to replicate human emotions and is trying to maintain a sort of dynamic, husband and wife dynamic with her master, the main dude, I forgot his name by the way, is really, really interesting, because the way that she handles things, she has to process emotions. Even though she's a machine, she cannot feel love or any sort of affection like that. She is trying her best, because she looks things up through the internet. Like, she got like a ring on her finger, but she's unable to wear it because she's essentially a household appliance. Basically, in this world, there's different versions of robots. There's some that are outdoorsy, there's some that are indoors, and there's some that can help you with cars, mechanics, whatever the case is. It's kind of like iRobot, the one starring Will Smith. If you've ever seen it, like how robots have different functions, this is pretty much that show. But the robot that he's dating, Mina, or was it Hina? One of those names, I forgot. I think it was Mina. She's a kitchen robot, so like, her main duties is regulated to like, yes, doing kitchen work and like making food and whatever the case is. That's why when they go on a date outside, she's not accustomed to it, because she wasn't really maintained to be an outdoorsy type of robot. But he really enjoys her company. As in he, I'm talking about the main dude. I forgot his name by the way. He really enjoys her. He enjoys having this wife, because he told himself, look, no girl's gonna love me, so I'm gonna make my robot fall in love with me. And it's pretty interesting you're seeing these two characters interact with Mina, trying to cope. You can tell she has emotions, but not in the general sense like actual emotions. She's trying to replicate emotions through her actions. And anytime her master does things bad, like trying to get super drunk, she replaces all the beer, throws it all away, and says, hey, we're out of alcohol, so you're gonna have to drink water. Or whenever like he makes like remarkable comments like, oh, I'm feeling freaky today, like, yeah, bro was trying to get freaky with a toaster. She's like, what does freaky mean? Are you being sexually aroused? And he's like, wait, what? And overall, like, this show is pretty interesting. I do like the concept. We're only 2 episodes in, and it's pretty wholesome, because to me it's pretty interesting, like how a dude can fall for a robot without making it seem weird. And I do like how the robot like reciprocates his feelings. Overall, I am enjoying this show. It's probably one I'm going to be watching. Another show that I found pretty interesting, it's called Pseudo Harem, which, look, at first I wasn't really fond of the art style, so I had to turn it off. But then when I actually gave it a rewatch, I'm like, alright, I've seen people talk about this. Let me actually watch it. It was really, really good, surprisingly. So essentially, you got these two characters. You got Eiji Kitahama and you got Rin Nanakura. So like both of these guys go to the high school, and Eiji is part of the, what was it, the acting club or whatever the case is, and then he ends up encountering Rin. Rin's like this pretty cool kohai underling of his, like she's pretty popular, she's like an actress or whatever the case is, and Eiji's like fantasy, he wants a harem because he thinks himself as a loser, no girl wants him, whatever the case is. Your typical average anime dude, like we've seen this like a million times, and Rin decides to put her acting skills to the test and be like, you know what? I will be your waifu, whatever the case is. I will be your harem. So she develops like, not this persona, but multiple personas. Whenever people say, oh yeah, my girlfriend's a schizo, I'm starting to see things, this is exactly what they mean. The fact that Rin is able to mimic like multiple other characters at once, that's why the title is called Pseudo Harem, because like, you know how in harem animes there's like different girls like with different personalities. Take for example the quintessential quintuplets. There's like, you got Miku, who's pretty shy, who's pretty nerdy. You got Itsuki, who like eats a lot, she's pretty nerdy. Then you got Nino the tsundere. Pretty much Rin is able to replicate all of those, so she's basically every personality ever. It's kind of like if a girl you like started cosplaying and she started to cosplay every character that you like. That's pretty much Rin. Like she follows Eiji around, replicates some of his favorite characters. Like we got Cool-chan, we got Tsundere-chan, and then we got Normal Persona. And like the way that these two characters are acting around each other, they're pretty much actively flirting with each other, but without like flirting with each other, without Eiji telling, oh yeah, this girl actually likes me, like I'm just gonna go along with it because she's acting, and like she's only acting like this harem yes for him because truly she does like him. But our MC is way too dense, because like typical romance, like most MCs are kind of dense and kind of dumb. They don't know how to reciprocate feelings, but like this romance is pretty interesting. I do like the dynamic between these two and how they are actively like engaging with one another without engaging with one another. It's one that I'm really surprised at. The art style is super similar from the manga. Like even at the ending of this, they showed the manga to the anime, and it's pretty much a one-to-one direct adaptation, which I really like how they skip from panel to animation to panel to animation. It is overall a pretty good series. Like if you're looking for another like good harem romance type of anime with that's not actually a harem, I would recommend watch this. We're only one episode in, and typically I don't talk about too many one episode shows, but this one I really enjoyed for the premise of it, because it's something you don't see too often. A girl who's pretty much schizo and has like multiple personalities. Think about like that one movie, that one guy did, I forgot this movie like this, Glass by M. Night Shyamalan. Think about like that, but like it's a girl like trying to be your waifu. Like come on, it is pretty fun. Anyways, that's just my thoughts on like two of the shows out of all the romance shows that are dropping this summer. I really am enjoying Pseudo Harem and My Robot Has No Emotion. To me, it's kind of the opposite. Both of them are kind of opposite. One has no emotion while the other one is showing too much affection. So we'll see how both of these shows play out. Anyways, there's way more shows I could talk about, but if I did talk about all of them, this video would be over like 20-30 minutes long. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on these two shows. Have you seen any of the romance shows that have come out? Have you seen these two? Out of these, which one is your favorite? Or do you prefer All I Sometimes Hides Her Feelings in Russian? Because I genuinely like that. It's peak animation, peak romance. And yeah, that's just my thoughts. Anyways, have a good day. I'll catch you guys on the next one.